Midwest Box Truck. Something I recently talked about, today being Friday, and I feel like this is great content. I picked up for my dedicated route about 20 minutes or so ago. And something that I spoke on in the past is how my routes regularly tend to be extremely heavier on Fridays. So I go in a day, normally I get 6 to 9 stops. Yesterday I had 6. The most I've ever had was 9. Today I go in and they hold the paperwork, so I don't know where I'm loading shit at. You know, it's just all over the place. They just handed me shit, I'm putting it on the truck. He holding on to the paperwork. Well, I don't even know where to place stuff. So it turns out I end up with 11 stops today. Thousands of pounds of pipe. I got 2 big grown-ass men standing right over me, and they do this every day. Something that I touch on, because see, I don't complain. I keep it real. I got 2 big grown-ass, able-bodied men standing over me, watching me load thousands of pounds of pipe, not helping. This shit should be palletized. See, this is how they try to go on you. And each day, I'm the one that's loading all this shit, organizing it, and so forth onto the truck. While, as I said, the guy who's overseeing the operation holds on to the paperwork. Why am I loading, but you're holding the paperwork? How does that allow me to organize the stuff in the right order? Tell me that. And so it's over 2 months in now, and I've had the utmost patience, but today I was stern. I didn't come out of character, but I was stern, because at some point after like the 9th stop, I'm looking at the stuff. We piling shit on top of stuff. And I told him that. At this point, without me having the paperwork, I'm just piling shit on top of shit. I don't know where nothing go. He don't offer no solution. Then he didn't hand me the paperwork, because this is done purposely. Also, by me just speaking on this in a live stream, and then a couple days later, you up the stops even crazier. 9 times out of 10, a couple of these guys may be watching my content. Who cares? The point is, get your shit together, because I don't have to do this, first and foremost. Secondly, like I said, you got 2 able-bodied men that's able to help, that's standing over me like I'm a fucking slave. So yeah, at the end of the day, I'm just like, I didn't get out of my body with him. I just kind of told him, we just throw the stuff on the truck at this point, because we just kind of piling shit on top of shit. You know, nothing's making sense at this point. You didn't tell me how many stops I got, and it's like I'm running in big stupid circles. So right now I get here, and this truck is at the dock I need to be at. So now I gotta wait at the first stop. And normally I'm running in trying to push the process and all that. That's cooked. We're not doing that. So whatever time it takes me to wait in order for me to get in here, to get unloaded at my first stop, so be it. If it take me to 5 o'clock to unload all this shit, they gonna pay for it. That's just what it is. I gotta keep it real today. And this is what I talk about knowing your worth, understanding what to and what not to drive for. Because you got individuals, like the people that I'm speaking of, that will purposely come out here and try to pile on more and more work and effort to try to break you. And see, I don't like those type of games. See, I try to come in, do good business, and like I said, this ain't the first day. I already just spoke on it. That's why I like, you know, having a YouTube channel, because stuff that I speak on and I talk about later on tends to come into existence. But I tell people, charge accordingly from the jump, because people tell you, oh, run for this or run for that, but you the guy out here that gotta put in the day hours and the labor to get this stuff moved. And when people purposely are not offering much assistance, at the end of the day, that becomes a headache. And like I say, I'm very patient, so 1-2 days, I understand it. But day after day, y'all standing over me, looking at me, bending over, loading pipe, and you just observing me the whole time when you got 2 arms and 2 legs just like me, nah, it's not gonna happen. So now this guy's starting to pull out in the other box truck. At some point in the day, I don't want to get to, contacting them too early. But at some point during the day, I'm going to contact the Curry admin, because something that I didn't speak on as well. All of this pipe that I'm loading by hand, and people at some of the customers have said this, why are they not palletizing this pipe? Why are you bringing it loose? That's what I be saying. A lot of this shit don't be a mistake. Well, he's coming in every day loading it by hand. Well, we need to put it on a pallet for. Because, see, that give us the ability to load more and more pipe. Because when you got a pallet, you got to work around pallets to load other pallets. If you load it loose, you can load all the fucking pipe you want and then blame it on me if it get mixed up. What's going on? You want to take delivery? You got somebody around here to take? Look, it's a big ass mess. Big ass, look at all that damn pipe. Knowing that should be on the skid, right or wrong. Then you come in here. Yeah, this gonna be one of them videos today. The men ain't men no more. You come in, some people on their period, males. You see what I'm saying? They having a menstrual cycle. You never know. It's crazy out here. I asked the man, hey, I know I delivered to the man before. We'll take a picture though. Yeah, I'll get to see firsthand, man. Be crazy out here. You come in with all good intentions, and look what happened. Yeah, a real one showed up. Man, promise you, man, these dudes, and I ain't even just talking about them trucking, like, you come out here, men be just putting their emotions off on other dudes, it'd be crazy. Like, man, it ain't no, I act like females. I don't know what be going on. But kind of back to the story, I'm 10 minutes into loading pipe. I'm talking about big, heavy pipe, and I'm tossing it. Dude leaned over me holding the cart so the cart don't move while I'm taking the pipe off of the cart. And then gonna tell me, hey man, you can't be throwing them boxes like that. Those are light bulbs. Man, I'm not even gonna say what I want to say on this video. But who you think you talking to? First off, I'm paid off of drive time and hours. All this extra physical labor that I'm doing this off the strength. And then you got a nerve to tell me about damaging some light bulbs? You tripping, cuz. You tripping. So yeah, I'm here at my second stop. And yeah, once I kind of get moving with everything, yeah, I'm gonna have to talk to the admin at Curry. Because yeah, it's just ridiculous. Like, this pipe here, each one of these bundles is 100 to 150 pounds. Okay? I got more over here. You see what I'm saying? And then it got so excessive on the stops to the point we just start throwing the shit onto the truck, because like I said, he holding on to the paperwork. All of this is done to make the process more confusing, because they know how efficient I am. So if he holds the paperwork and I load the truck, then he knows that we're putting this shit on here in an order that I really can't follow. And, this is my issue. Since we have to play games, I've tried to spare y'all over and over from being charged extra. And you think you're gonna keep loading more and more onto my truck to the point that you're breaking my back, when in all actuality, you're going to end up breaking the bank. They're going to get tired of me charging them extra for making YouTube videos. Like right now, like I'm not rushing. I'm not going to hurry. I'm not going to, push through when you're purposely just loading a bunch of stuff that you could have gave me earlier in the week because it's Friday and you want to make sure that I'm out here for as long as possible. Some of the customers are now saying, hey, why are they not palletizing this pipe? Because when I drop off, they got to help me unload all of this. Then something else that, just kind of comes with content creation and YouTube. When we make these videos reporting our daily dealings with these different companies, we have no idea who's watching. Have individuals that you are shipping for that are watching your content. You have neighbors in your general area that are watching your content and so forth. So sometimes content creation comes with a price, and you'll have an individual watching you closely, intently, listen to everything you say, and then starting to set traps to interfere. And that's why I say the issues that you're going to run into out here normally pertain to employees or workers or personnel. The higher ups aren't the individuals that you're dealing with on a day-to-day basis. And I'm not saying they're that nice either. But the point I'm making is you're going to have people working for people that will try to thwart or sabotage the whole operation. And the owner is oblivious to everything. Like this, who is supposed to pick up all this pipe and pull it off this truck? Average driver, he complaining about this shit right away. You know how many times they done loaded this much pipe on my truck and I done got it off and not said one word? And so it gets more and more excessive, day in and day out. Then it's crazy because what they'll do, they know a lot of these people that I'm delivering to. So what they'll do is, because I'm noticing these guys are watching how quick I'm moving. I normally move really fast. You guys see, I've never made a video doing my dedicated route because I'm usually home by 1 p.m. because I run straight through it. So what started to happen is they try to make sure that they give me enough. It's like they're paying really close attention to how they're routing me. And then on Friday, they just pile it on. And by me doing it for so long and not really saying nothing, they're starting to abuse it. Today, that's going to stop. And we also going to have a nice little conversation, me and a couple individuals that load me daily on Monday morning, because they do this every Friday and it's going to stop. And what I'm going to explain to them is, if you're going to bring out thousands and thousands of pounds of pipe, and neither one of y'all able-bodied men are going to come on here and help me load it onto the truck, you're going to hold a cart and watch another man load day in, day out, 20 plus days, 30, 40 plus days y'all do this. And you're not going to help, then get in here early enough to put this shit on a pallet then. Point blank, period. I'm not going to come in here and load all this pipe bent over in front of another man day in and day out without any assistance and charge you the same amount that you get when I'm delivering 4, 5, or 6 boxes. And I've been letting it go on. Today it stops. I'm also going to let them know you have customers complaining about why you're sending thousands of pounds of pipe unpalletized. Something else I found strange was that when we're loading and we get to a certain point, that I'm like, well, at this point, I don't know what's being loaded where. Let's just put the stuff on. And I start tossing stuff onto the truck. He don't stop and say, hey, wait, okay, let's get it right. Okay, well, toss it on the truck. This is the mentality that I'm talking about. This is kind of what I'm explaining to you guys. They're purposely trying to exaggerate the difficulty on these routes because they believe that I run through them too easy. So these are the individuals that have I get paid by the hour mindset. So I can sabotage or mess up as much shit as I want to. And I've been through a multitude of issues throughout the time I've been running this particular route. It's been times where they wouldn't label certain stuff. Initially, one stop has a particular address, and then the third time I go to it, they give me the wrong address. They switch it. It'll be the same name of the company, but they're sending me to a whole nother city or town by accident. And I've caught this a couple times and saved them and myself time and money. But this is what I'm telling you about the games that's played out here on the daily. You do have individuals that work for particular companies that will purposely sabotage the process or make things harder for whatever individual that they, for whatever reason, took a disliking to. 9 times out of 10 for no damn reason at all. You know, people just mad in general. And they look to target individuals like myself that have a carefree, cool, calm, and collected demeanor. I get that a lot. You know, you have a certain type of demeanor about yourself. Well, people will come for that. Let me just say that. And just to kind of elaborate as I'm unload, I'm gonna work and talk. The reason why they want to give me the pipe unpalletized is if they palletize the pipe, they'll only be able to load a couple pallets on the truck. And then they won't be able to get things like this on. So if they leave it loose, then they don't have it on a full skid. So they just depend on my labor to get it off however I can. And then it allows them to load me with a lot more stops. So they're using how fast I move and my labor to make them way more money without paying me anything extra. And this is kind of what I'm talking about, the give an inch, take a mile scenario. Yeah, it's like sometimes, man, people just want to see the negative side of you. You know, they want to take you to that point. And half of the times they really don't know what they're asking for. Because see, once you change your relationship and the dealings, to me, the way I move, that's permanent. And that's why I attempt to try to keep the peace and be humble, respectful, and so forth. But like I said, every day I'm in here just offloading pipe. And the guy just standing over me, just peering at me, observing me. Just every hair on my head, just right there looking, not offering a lick of help. And him seeing me do this, although he's doing it as a way to kind of try to get at me, the way I'm handling it, it's pissing him off more. So each day, each morning when he walks in, it's like they're trying to figure out a new chain of events to jar me and be like, okay, you didn't expect this shit. And we're gonna keep playing this game till something go wrong. And I was gonna talk about this in a live stream, just about emotional men. And the fact that, and this goes on a lot in today's society, but you got supposed to be men that will stand around and look another man up and down for extended periods of time. I'm not saying perceiving a person. Anytime you come into contact with a person, you're going to perceive them because you see them. But to sit and just watch another man, look him up and down, critique him, compare yourself to him, and then start to get emotional about the comparison, that's a different type of weird, bro. And it's not masculine at all. Actually, that's feminine behavior. Because if you're observing a man, like I said, you shouldn't be observing a man for that long of a period of time anyway. It's already something mental going on that you care about another male that much. And in my opinion, in today's society, men observe, follow around, and pay attention to other men more than they do women. And this is just the honest to God truth. Like, men watch other men more than they do women. Just pay attention in the gym. Men are following other men around, watching them work out, critiquing them. When it's women in here that need help, they don't bother the women. They see the women walk past them, they turn their head. But a man, everywhere this man go, this other man go. Oh, he ain't doing that right. His form not correct. He lifting too heavy. He lifting too light. He never gonna get in shape. You know, this is what men walk around doing to other men. And like I said, they think that this is a masculine behavior. Jealousy, comparison, critiquing is all a female trait. So it's a lot of men running around acting like women and they don't even know it. This is what a masculine man is going to go through on a day-to-day basis, especially when masculinity ain't even so common nowadays. So when you come off, you know, like you stand for and stand on something, weak males don't like it. Then the guy cracked me up. Yeah, you just got three loads of pipe, then the rest of it small shit. Like, what? Like, it's like they think they talking to an idiot, bro. Like, you're not doing me a favor because I got 6 stops that are only boxes. I got 8,000 pounds worth of pipe, unpalletized. And you trying to trick me into making me think you doing me a favor because 6 of my stops only got boxes. Man. And that's another question that I get, you know, more often than not. Are these shippers, these brokers, and the people you have dealings with out here on a day-to-day basis, are they your friend? And that's just something I was just sitting here thinking about, like from here moving forward, because yesterday I had a conversation with them, because as you guys know, if you watched the live stream that I most recently did, I got a DOT inspection during my route. With the scale and everything?
Yeah. Well, they don't always have portable scales.
Okay.
They just give our truck guys usually have like the full size SUVs and the pickup truck.
Right. Well, yeah, like you said a couple weeks ago, but you'll probably get a lot of newer people, because on like mine, they tell them they could roll into a weigh scale. So you're going to get people bugging you. Need a level 1.
Where did you get?
Like I said, that way if you contract changes or whatever like that, once you get that, you got it.
The ICC.
You don't think you can't
You
do
get in
is,
trouble with this one?
No, it was the one back there, the
can't
one on
repossess
280.
cars. So don't
You got in
repossess
trouble
cars.
with it.
Okay.
Yeah, but it was,
You can't move house over
yeah,
there, so
right
you
there.
tell your friends you can't help them move until you don't get the license.
Right.
I'm gonna look into that today. But
Yeah.
for now, this was a good inspection.
Yeah.
Okay.
You're all good, man.
Appreciate you guys. Thanks. Hey, how you doing?
Good, how are you?
All right. You got your boy again. Man, you people like me, bro. DOT like me, babe. Damn. Man. Hey, somebody tell that box truck back there, guess what? You going in? Look. They pulled him around back. No kizzy. This is good content right here. They just pulled me in and the box truck behind me. So y'all see what time it is. And so I had like an in-depth conversation with them yesterday when I was loading. And, you know, it seemed friendly and cordial, but with these types of individuals, vindictive individuals, when you think you're having a regular conversation with them, they're cluing and figuring out other ways to use different scenarios against you. So I was explaining to them, like, when I got pulled over, I wasn't that heavy. So I was kind of getting at that, you know, they wasn't looking at a lot of weight. It was more paperwork and a truck inspection. And boom. Okay, we got to load them with a lot of weight. You see what I'm saying? So that's what I'm saying. You think that you're talking to these people and having a friendly conversation. And the whole time you got an individual plotting against you. And like, stop talking to these people so much. Get loaded and go. And I already talk at a minimum. But I'm telling you, you can't trust them. I'm currently at my 4th stop of 11. And it's already 11 a.m. Normally, I'm scheduled to be done about 1 p.m. The longest it's ever taken me was to 2 p.m. And like I said kind of earlier in the video, I was just sitting kind of thinking about it. I'm almost sure that the individual that's overseeing me, he's watching my content. Because it's been multiple reactions to different things that I've said. 2 days ago, I talked about NA Live, how each Friday, it's excessive drive time as well as the number of stops. Today, I got the most stops I've ever got, as well as drive time. I literally will not complete this route until at least 3 p.m. And I've already contacted Curry, and it's Friday. I didn't want to start bugging them too early. They may be on break, or they may just be out of the office with it being really close to the weekend. But yeah, I have to just have a conversation with them. And I take a picture of each load every day. I'm going to show them the thousands and thousands and thousands of pounds of pipes that I've been loading by hand, day in and day out. I'm also going to explain to them that in normal situations, I've been doing this a long time. The pipe should be palletized. Also, with 2 able-bodied men standing here, they should be helping. And if neither one of those are the case, then you need to pay and charge more. Point blank, period. You know, I don't care who's watching my content, who got a bug up their ass or they pennies in a bunch for whatever reason. This is business. You know, content and business is 2 different things. And this is the sacrifice we make, you know, trying to educate and inform people. You get individuals that watch you silently. And they react to the different things that you say on these platforms. If you say you like tomatoes, then they give you green peppers. If you say you like Frosted Flakes, they bring you Fruit Loops. So they watch you intently and study you on these platforms. And when they encounter you, they set traps, hoping that it'll go back to the platform and then they could just sit back and giggle and laugh. And yeah, not only am I going to speak to Curry, but I'm going to tell them directly. You know, I've been doing this for a long time. All of these days that I've loaded this stuff by hand at the expense of my shoulders and back, you guys should have palletized this or been helping. You know, I'm going to let them know that. I ain't talking behind their back. So if you're watching, I'm going to say it to your face. Just three little boxes. Yeah. It'd be quick. Yeah, it's been that type of day though. A damaged day for me. Yeah, especially on Friday. That's usually the case though.